splendid.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Over here, if you would.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again. If just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as—
Oi! What are you doing standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas! This is the good sir I spoke of. The one who called the Saurians—
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of prey. Cull the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say
More Saurians. Let us deliver them a swift end. No sense letting the humans gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Uh-oh. Methinks the fiend felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
the Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our— You're more than a friend to Harv Village, Sir Arisen. Truly, we cannot—
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave! How many times have we said none are to tread there? But there can be no doubt, he's the one who incited the—
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans—
Jonas, please! You're—
There!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have turned rather— But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
'Twas a rotten note to end things on. I do hope Sir Fioran will be all right. seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Welcome.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by...
This is not an encounter I'd foreseen.
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. Ah, 'tis obvious, no? I am an agent. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you... So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Greed will get you nowhere, friend. But worry not. You won't need it where you're headed.
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you.
Yes, sir!
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. We ought to put it to good use.
Lots to do. Almost. Precious little time.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. It would allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
It falls on me to resolve this. You're always such
Not good. What kind of...
This ox cart's bound for... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Now here's a welcome sight.
We have reached our destination. Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few. I learned of a forgotten rift stone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it, if you like. I must ask you to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the crux of our strategy.
Don't be such a worrywart. I know what I'm doing.
As you wish. I shall return directly. We've got goblins! No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. It seems we have enraged our foe. Might we not use their rage to our advantage? I am well aware of the particulars. Never suspects crushing. The battle rages on. Do not let down your guard. Arisen, are you all right? It is a foe worthy of caution. Naught save our best will do.
All might have been lost in the throes of battle. Yet we put up a brave fight, and here we stand.
The tide of battle was in our favor.
Have you brought me a grimoire, sir? Thank you for all the grimoires, sir. Is that the last of them you'll be bringing? Then you have my gratitude for all you've done. Would that I had a reward. Oh, mayhap this will suffice. Tis only fitting, really. Yeah, go on. Tis no cheap trinket.
Miss Trisha was positively thrilled to receive those grimoires. May her studies prove fruitful. True enough. Putting that aside, now that I think on it, none in our party are healers. 'Tis worth considering. A mage with knowledge of the curative arts could be our barrier twixt life and death. A flawless execution. Let us try for the same result with our next attack. Not like a feast to get you ready for bed. Let me get that. Tis a glad thing we rested when we did. We must not let down our guard.
battle is best avoided here.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along. We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? There's a ladder here. Ah, excellent find. Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but... Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Each to their own.
There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift. Leave it to me. I know precisely where we're headed. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
'Twould seem we've little choice but to set out for the place.
Here we are.
Do about this obstacle. I am ready to attack, Master.
Might I be of assistance?
You'll not live to regret this!
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
We should be able to move this body with our combined might. Shall we set it rolling?
Another enemy forces onto the city! We ought to have finished off the first.
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Trisha!
than Miss Trisha. Our involvement would only like to cause her further harm. Her life is in your hands, Master. Pray see her to safety.
Trisha! Trisha! Oh, my darling girl. We managed to avoid the worst. You must come visit us again, once she has recovered.
'Twas a near thing, but Miss Trisha is saved. Let us look in on her again in the coming days to see how she fares.
Understood.
There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look.
Leave it to me. I expect you'll be wanting my assistance. No coral here.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
This is rather thrilling.
Goblins, Master! Battle is best avoided here. On my way.
Arisen? I should have expected you may yet linger here.
These fiends were only truly defeated when their skull was smashed beyond repair.
Well-aimed strike, right where it hurts.
Let's not be hasty now.
That damn dragon! Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them.
I'll spell that fate myself. There you are. Damn it. My desolation and my
This is my home. You cannot expect me. Let me your home.
Douse the flames before it is too late. Leave an opening. Focus your attacks. Focus attack will end this foe. Very well. One must. These bits of fell substance. Avoid it at all costs. Caution, peril approaches.
The might of my magic might shatter the heavens.
I know you can.
I can hardly believe it. The beast is slain? Then you truly are the Arisen. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you.
We managed to repel.
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No wonder it is a style, all my... the patchwork of techniques. That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? 'Tis a style, all the patchwork of techniques, honed for the... That wasn't the dragon, but a poor... Aye. For so long as we are united in our...
We are fortunate indeed. This is a rare find. We shall have to think long and hard about what to do with it.
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? 'Tis a style all my own, a patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon.
If our destination is a distant one,
Wasn't sure we'd survive.
mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. We ought to put it to good use.
Here at the inn, we also often I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. Oof. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work. I'm in fine fettle today. Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you... You need something?
Do come again.
Tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
I've little enough got to send us tears.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
The port crystal is set, but we'll have need of a ferry stone should we seek to make use of it.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Might have known we'd camp here again. 'Tis becoming something of a habit of yours, Arisen.
We knew to anticipate this. Repel them from their fool's crusade.
I'll soon learn I'm a grouchy sort without my beauty sleep.
Miss Tricia might be recovered by now. Shall we ask her grandmother for word of her condition? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
We have arrived.
Hoy! 'Twould seem who could have suspected things would happen as they did. Gran said 'twas because the magic with she's going to teach me how to control my magic so it won't happen again. I can hardly... Oh, that reminds me. Keep this a secret from Gran. I'll need to study hard if I'm to try it without exploding again.
Learning to shackle such immense power seems a monumental task for a child of her years. I hope she...
I always wanted to learn magic, but now I know not to underestimate the dangers it can pose. I'm going to devote myself to my studies till I've got my powers well under control.
Come, I'll lead the way.
How's life treating you? Ah, you've now. I shan't condemn you for it. You couldn't have known the day. You see, a similar deluge of magic. Her father feared the same fate would befall his daughter. But now that Tricia has awoken to the wellspring within her, I will need to teach her to control it.
I always wanted to learn magic, but now I know not to underestimate the danger.
Tricia is proof. I suppose the apple doesn't...
How goes it?
I always wanted to learn magic, but now I know not to underestimate the dangers it can pose. I'm going to devote myself to my studies till I've got my powers well under control.
An appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
This is a very steep slope, Master. One can slide down it, but not climb back up. Ought I to proceed? Slide down and join me, Master. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the... Next.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall...
Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we must... to be getting on with. A new day, a new perspective. Pray, follow me.
I pray you will give me no...
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Somehow my feet always carry me. I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Ever since the reign of the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet not only has the dragon been allowed to devastate the village, but in the wake of its attack, you dared to submit. None save the sovereign can fell the dragon. Perchance you mistook. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since... Was it not the former consul? Has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you...
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught...
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to If so, then Malv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken...
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor! I must inform the Queen...
You came to see me? Forgive me, Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Malv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. I wanted to... Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it...
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before...
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a for the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say...
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge. But as for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen Regent's.
Methinks I've an idea of where Sir Ulrika might have gone, Master. Follow me. Master, I shall guide you to the location.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. Elf. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Here at the inn, we also... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect... You'll find... I dare say I've accomplished a few... If we share our strengths, we can be... went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Many customers with a decent pay.
Almost time to set out.
I swear I was not blinked once in the last night.
What to make of this?
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor. Regarding the Queen Regent, and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Telly's. Her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint. A forgotten riftstone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
Aware of the particulars. Come, I'll lead the way.
Before you earn my spite. This is too much.
I shall wait. Rally! Reinforcements have come to aid our foes! Foremost priority is to douse those flames. No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. Falter not, and our foe shall soon be vanquished. Quickly, Arisen, you must regain your footing. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few. Oxen are sturdy creatures, aren't they?
Such beasts are a fair source of meat when rations are lacking.
Master! Goblins!
I see you've been drenched. Dry off as soon as you can.
the world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
You'll not live to it, Griffin!
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. These fiends are only defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen. Where you do not fall prey to the enemy's attack as we pass.
There's no great shock to me.
Well done.
They mean us harm. How adorable.
Right you are. That was well done. Focus. The battle continues.
Not a bad idea.
This foe will...
Arisen, you are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
'Tis not what I expected. Mayhap this ladder... I'd wager there's aught to be found here. Let
better.
Undead!
Witness my magic! Light of my magic, I shatter the heavens!
Risen, are you all right?
The pawns in this party are women all.
And yet no two of us are the same.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Let me get that.
Travelling beyond the rift, I came upon a cave whose secrets you have yet to discover.
'Tis nearby. Shall I lead the way?
I never would have expected to find a cave in a place like this. It is an exciting discovery, but we ought not to lose our heads. Might we remove this hindrance somehow? I am ready to attack, Master. Might I be of assistance? Really now, what are you doing? Do be mindful of your surroundings.
Feast your eyes on this!
It seems we have enraged our foes. Might we not use their rage to our advantage? dare say, we could sell this for a fair amount of gold.
Deeper pockets make for shallower troubles, they say.
Any beast will grow ferocious when backed into a corner.
Shall I give it its comeuppance?
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss.
Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
White! Well done. All together now. We attack as one.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Understood. The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it. True enough. Now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Ah! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Isn't worthless, but that's as much as I can say for it.
'Tis a dismal feeling to be disappointed so utterly. Travelling beyond the rift, I came upon a cave whose secrets you have yet to discover.
'Tis nearby. Shall I lead the way?
Is there no getting through this door?
Fine display of someone help me! Someone is being attacked, Master. Perhaps we ought to intervene.
Is as you say.
Very well. I shall return.
overwhelm our foe with our mind's magics.
Continue our onslaught, and the behemoth will soon topple. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Allow me. This foe shall fall by my hand. Quickly, Arisen, you must regain your footing. These beasts will be truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Was most effective.
Did my best to match your skill, Master.
By the might of my magic, I shatter the heavens. Bear in mind that the brute will seek out women with unwavering persistence.
It's a tendency we might exploit, though to do so would be to court danger.
The brute seeks out women with dogged persistence. I shall distract it then, to give you an opening.
Your aid would be appreciated.
Look at it. The beast can scarce stand. A well-placed strike ought to send it gazing skyward.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Attack now, while the foe's attention is fixed on its favorite prey. Make haste.
You'll not live to regret this.
Arisen, are you all right? seems we have enraged our foe. Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
No fall here.
Tis the simplest strategy that our foe most abhors. Knock its feet out from under it, and strike ere it recovers. This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. It is dark enough to warrant the use of your lantern, Master. Wolves, Master!
Seems our foe has recognized our victory.
Ought we to pursue and eliminate the stragglers? Battle is quickly arisen. You must regain your footing. The Risen has been drenched. Thank you, Arisen. fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few. Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Now we can return to this location whenever we've a ferry stone to hand.
Welcome, sir. If you've after all, 'tis folly to linger on a... single vocation when there are... So many exciting... Methods of combat to be tried. How goes the collection? Made any progress? Always a pleasure.
Nothing to fear if I keep hold.
Need anything?
How'd I end up on my woes, Mayhap?
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
Interested in my wares?
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crap. But here, at least you'll find a bit of peace and quiet.
Pleasure doing business with you. Go on, have a look.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowd. Odds, but here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace and
Pleasure doing business with you.
reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowd.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared. Was a chimera I was tasked with battling.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. A new day, a new perspective.
I'm not trained for this.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Methinks I've an idea of where Sir Ulrika might have gone, Master.
Very well.
I'll guide you there directly.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Good tidings, friend. As for me, I made them, you see, and that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. I can't just give it to you. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. Suppose I'd best be off.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Welcome to the Star Trek. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back anytime. Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back anytime.
As a reward for you will of course require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all... all right on the roads, just... Bite the hour. You know where to find...
Oof, that was close.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, as we suspected. He was indeed an agent from... When he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I can offer.
So the agent was of Batal after all?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are... Or shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty would do well to get a good...
Master! Pray leave this place. My body... it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation. proving his own power as Arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the Pretender was wearing some sort... I imagine this artifact is the God's way. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this... Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this God's way? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. So, however, I've heard no report of her capture as of yet. It may well be that she is safe. Perchance, she has fled somewhere outside of... Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? I have been pursuing all... Would Your Majesty be willing to venture to Vermont's eastern edge to... Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
And here I thought I was leading the way. I suppose your whims take precedence.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Go on, have a look.
It's been a hard day.
Well met, sir. Go on, have a look.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close.
Oh, you there. Your presence is requested at the tower. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my...
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his word, awoke one fell morning to rumbling.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is miserable for all their toil.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
Shaking legs did he approach, the better to know. Yet he did not get near, for afore him stretched the sea. The figure was striding through waters up to the knee. This realization explained the bizarre. What had appeared close was being seen from afar. For truly, the figure was mammoth in size, tall enough to be blinded by the clouds in the skies. One thing was certain. Should it walk upon land, no city, no mountain would outlast its hand. So he challenged its ingress with voice loudly drawn, and in an instant the giant was gone. Aye, in the face of his valour the gigantus did pale, but who among you can name the hero of our tale? 'Twas none other than Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Birkin, which lives on to this day.
It's just another day, same as the one afore it.
I'm dead on my feet. Not much to do yet.
The rules at your neck.
Always idleness is a luxury.
Always got to be in the thick of things, mate.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
What should I get up to?
Such quiet. Blessing.
I'm ill at
This is all I ask of life.
Don't like
Time
it
to be
saying
better.
it's always Let me get that.
Blessed be we serve.
So dull when there's
Got to
nothing
face it.
doing.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel. But you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg, however, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
That woman's taking advantage of us, she is. She knows full well we've nowhere else to turn.
Rejoice, my darling, for your Albert is returned.
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no words. If there is a more fortunate fool in the city, I have yet to meet him.
Oh, you bold-faced flatterer.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure. I expect Captain Brandt will want to hear of this.
drink is a vice of less.
Not my kind of place.
Go.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I end up feeling weary. Interested in my wares?
Humility's here. There's no easy feat to live on a performer's wage.
Go on, have a look.
At least that's a start.